Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge banded outdoor wall sconce. This is the small one, the 35892. So that whole banded collection has been wildly popular with Hubbardton Forge for a long time. Lots of reasons why. Let's get into details about it. 12 inches overall height, 5 inches wide, has a projection from the wall coming out of 4.5 inches. So the mounting height is going to be 6 inches, so it's basically a center mount. And a couple things about that. So some of you guys are going to ask, does this have to mount in the middle of that back plate? And I'm going to show you a couple quick things. So to begin with, I want you to look at the installations instructions first. So if you're on the page for this on our website, look over on the right hand side of the screen, and midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So click on that for me to begin with and open that up. That's going to show you a couple quick things: a full parts list, how the fixture goes together, which you just put the glass on. This is the glass for it. And then the other thing is it's going to show you how this goes onto your junction box in the back. However, I also have photographs of the back of how these are set up, and they are basically boxes with an open end, open side. So the front, you have a front plate. Back, well, we'll call it the front plate, and then you actually have this wall built around it, and then the back of that facing your building is going to be open, and you'll notice there are wires in the back of this that are going to be long enough for this to reach the top of the fixture. So it's really up to you how you mount this, and it gives you more opportunities. And when you look at that picture, you'll kind of understand that you can do a lot more with this. Okie doke. So let's talk about what's going on inside of this as far as lamping goes. Hubbardton Forge says that you can use a BT15 halogen in it, 100 watt max. This was designed long before there were great LEDs available. You can still use a BT15 halogen. Don't have to. You can easily use a ton of wonderful LEDs in this that still exist. So there's no limit when you get into the LED other than, can the bulb get into the glass? And the glass, obviously, this is an A19 bulb. I can find this easily up to 100 watts equivalent if I do my due diligence out on the internet. I don't know if most of you are going to need that much light, but it's there if you need it. You can also choose your color temperature with LEDs. Remember that. Some people like, well, I like the warmth of an incandescent bulb. Remember these? These are the older type. That's the kind of light that's coming down on me now. These are LEDs above me. That's a warm light, a warm white, and that's called 3000 Kelvin. If you guys like that whiter outdoor light, that's called daylight, and that's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. So when you guys are out in the world looking at bulbs in a store or online, just remember those numbers. So 3,000 Kelvin is going to be the warmer one, 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin is the whiter one. The other thing is, if you guys want to dim this, and there's no reason why you can't dim this, people will put these around their patio behind their house, maybe by the pool or just like on a deck. I'm a big proponent of putting these things on dimmers because in the evening, if you guys are sitting out there with your friends just having a glass of wine, you don't want the harsh light in your eyes. Just put it on a dimmer on the inside of the house so you can dim these down. So just buy a dimmable LED and you guys are good to go. You can make it almost look like candlelight if you bring it down enough. Or you can bring it up really high and find your dog out in the yard. So it's one of the two. So there's also other bulbs you can use in this too. So this is a T10. These are commonly used in exit signs, and you can get them in incandescent, you can get them in LED. These max out about a 60 watt equivalent. Because exit signs are everywhere, you can find these all over the place. And remember, this is just going into a regular screw-in socket, so it doesn't really matter what you put in, as long as remember, it has to get in the glass, and that's your only caveat, okay? So if you guys are in California and you're doing Title 24 compliancy, that's the state of California mandating that you use this G24 socket setup. We actually have this available. You just need to contact me about that. Same deal if you guys are using or if you're building a LEED LEED certified structure, building, house, and that's to get tax credits, and they're going to make you do this too. So if you're in that situation, just give me a ring and we'll go through it too. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's talk about something else. Same kind of idea. They only use aircraft-grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh, extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture, and they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, you know, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, you know, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay? Excuse me. So moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over on the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if you ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets, and custom things are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.